Hi, Pooja. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, in this time of staying home, I think one of the great things that we can do is reflect on our journey and record what comes out as some of the poignant experiences and also the moments of our life. Uh, we were just talking a little while back, and you seem to be in a very high state, if that's the right word to use, this evening. And I felt that this was, in a certain way, having been with you for so many years, a kind of a milestone that you have reached, starting a kind of a journey from 2010, maybe. And it's cause for celebration, I know, and we are celebrating. But I thought it's good to let the world know why are we celebrating, what's the journey all about, where did it start from, and where do you think this is going. So it's over to you, all yours.
So I want to start with sharing this particular song by Thakur Rabindranath Tagore, Maje Maje Tabu Dekha
Dekha pai.
Pai Chirodini Kano Pai Na.
Wow, what a wonderful song.
So I'm not a Bengali, but let me still try to share the meaning of this line is once in a while I get to see you. Why am I not able to see you all the time? Right? So I think my entire lifetime has been sort of this song. Being able to see my purpose, experience it in spurts, has been constantly happening over time. What Indraneel talked about 2010, I think is a time when Indraneel experienced the joy of my purpose through a very simple meal of dal khichdi. So this dal khichdi happened when we came back from work and we were very tired and the maid had not come. And I said, "Don't worry, I'll just cook up something for you." And I made simple mixed dal chawal and did a tadka and had it ready in I think 15 minutes. And that also, when I saw the expression on Indraneel's face at that time, I think that was a moment of joy for me. So looking for those moments of joy has been something that I've been getting in spurts once in a while, every now and then, but it has not been sustained. In 2010 itself, I went through a wonderful process of personal discovery where Indraneel took me through a very detailed conversational experience where I got to figure out what is it that drove me in life. You know, uh, why did I did whatever I do, whatever responses or reactions I have, why did I have them? And he also helped me get a sense of my purpose, which is basically why am I here? And he articulated it so beautifully. I still remember it. It's in a PPT somewhere saved. Honoring the flow of love and life. And when I heard that, it somewhere just felt right. Yes, for me, I think that is the most important thing. Experiencing love, movement of life is important. If somebody is capable of something and is not doing something, I am the one who is most disturbed. So that kind of manifested in different ways in moments when I was working, when I'm probably in a training program or in a coaching session or co-facilitating an intervention with Indraneem. And when I see people who can um, figure out who they are and are not able to do it, I stop. I just can't handle it, and I would push and push and would make it happen. And those moments were the moments of purpose for me. However, those moments were not always there. There were moments that I got an opportunity to do this, but opportunity is not always available, especially in a profession like learning and development, where there's a lot of work, but there are also too many people, and you get work and you don't get work, and you don't get to see the transformation. So there was a lot of pain,
So,
disillusionment
just to interrupt you, you did not see flow happening.
most of the
There
time.
was love happening, there
Yes.
was life happening, but flow was not happening.
Yes.
So,
So, yeah,
yeah,
whenever I
please
had
go
a,
ahead.
sorry.
Please go ahead.
So, whenever I had a chance, I would just put all my energy in something that I loved from childhood, which is cooking. And when I cooked, I am not a trained chef. I don't think I learned from my mother also. I just picked up things from here, there, everywhere. And when I would see the joy on the faces of my family when they ate the simplest meal I could just put it in front of them, at times I would feel they're just kind of trying to please me. But then I realized, no, that's not the truth. They really are very happy to experience it. Those were the moments of great, being purposeful in my life. And Indranil again said that, see, this is what it is. You need to take this up. Why are you not doing it? He helped me create a Facebook page, try to put it across. I did that, but then again, this fear always was there in my heart. This is fine, but I cannot take it as a full-fledged profession yet, because I need to also support home. We need to do that together. I can't just leave everything on Indranil and say I'm going to do this. And what if it failed? So many things came into my mind, the fears that were there. And I just did it when I was free. I took up some orders once in a while. I invited guests to feel happy. I fed my family all the time whenever I could, cooking up things that I enjoyed. I just could not disengage from there. Even as early as I think January, I was still 100% focused. 100% is the word, focused on my so-called professional life, which is what is the title I have? Learn leadership, coaching, and executive presence, something like that. I have very interesting title. So I was focused on that. I do get some great engagements, but they are very few. Now, since this coronavirus scare has happened, we all are homebound. And I have had the opportunity to just pick this up and take it up. And the moment I decided that I will pick it up and focus on uh, giving or spreading joy or love or life, whatever you want to call it, through food in people, the response that I've been getting is magical. And imagine since 2010 this has happened, but I never allowed it to come to surface completely. It would be just like a peak here, yes, I can do this, and then back to my life. Not that it was not great, but still, it wasn't what I am passionate about so much. But today, when I sit here and Indranil said celebration,
I'll just like to interrupt you. I think what you were doing was also very purposeful, but how you did it was perhaps not very purposeful. The environment that you were doing in was not very purposeful. People who were there around you were not very purposeful. The diktat, the uh,
compliances,
compliances,
controls,
the controls, the authoritarian uh, impositions that were there around you did not allow the flow. So, guys, while Pooja is talking, I'll keep talking about purpose, because purpose is not what you do, but how you do what you do. And Pooja is now bringing you to understand that she is living her purpose in not doing what she does, but how she does. Please pay attention to how she does what she does. Yes, Pooja.
so for me, food is a way of sharing love. Food is a way of life. Food is a way of sharing history, of tradition, of, I don't know, celebration. So even if I'm making a simple meal for a few people and they enjoy it, that is being purposeful for me. If I'm doing a training program with a group of people, even if it is a basic voice and accent training or a communication skills program, if I see 5 people out of 20 go back and are able to apply it and feel great about themselves. That is purposeful for me. I mean, just talking about the how. That moment is the moment of, yes, I am living my life for the reason why I'm here. Those moments were getting lesser and lesser over time when I was, 100% focused on my profession. These moments are increasing, every second. Today itself, I've had two wonderful calls from two organizations who talk about um, at home dining, curated events where a home chef could host people at their place and share conversations and joy. And I am so ecstatic about it. I can't tell you. And I think it needed that much time for me to, um, when we cook, let me give a cooking analogy. When I was talking to my son, helping him figure out how simmering happens. That simmering time is required for the food to get cooked completely and the fragrance to come out. So all these years, all the 10 years that have passed, the moments of being purposeful or not being able to live my purpose. Today, when I say I'm living my purpose, every moment of the life has happened because that simmering was needed. Without that simmering, I don't think so. Today, I could have spoken like this at all, with so much of conviction that this is how my life is going to be.